Pillar to post and coast to coast, this is The Law.
Live audio wrestling.
John Pollock here in Orlando, and we are joined with one of the newest members of the Evolve roster. He is Donovan Dijak in the midst of WrestleMania Weekend. And Donovan, this has got to be kind of a weekend where it's your head must be just going in a million different directions. It's the busiest of the year, and I imagine the most lucrative weekend for a lot of guys.
Very much so, yeah. Very, very busy. At this point, I'm less concerned about money, although it's great to be able to come out and have so many of our fans here to support us and come to the merch tables and everything like that. But for me right now, it's just kind of a fresh beginning. New opportunities, new showcase matches in this this wonderful arena where I walked in originally and I thought to myself, oh, okay, I've been on indie shows before where they kind of overbook the venue and it's going to be half full and it's going to be weird. The sound's going to travel up, but it's been full every single show I've been to so far. I don't know how many seats this is, but it feels like there's like thousands of people here, and it's really impressive, to be honest.
It seems that every year there's more and more shows, and you're wondering when is it going to burst, and yet the big shows, they do really well. I mean, they're filling arenas, and it's like the ones that are promoting effectively, this audience has such a huge appetite for pro wrestling this weekend, and there doesn't seem to be a limit.
No, I hope there isn't. I mean, right now, everything seems to be trending upward, which is tremendous. It's tremendous to be a part of. It's tremendous to kind of be immersed in it. I mean, I hope it never stops. I think everything has an end game at some point, unfortunately, but right now it seems...
Ride this wave.
Yeah, right now it seems like it's trending in an upward direction. It's super exciting to be a part of.
So tell me a bit about, it was obviously, I'm sure, not an easy decision to make for you to move on from Ring of Honor, but was this just a career choice for you that you felt this was the time that I had to go elsewhere and continue to evolve, pardon the pun?
Yeah, a lot of it was timing. I really enjoyed my time with Ring of Honor. It was great. It was such an experience. I got to wrestle, some of the best guys in the world. So I've no regrets about Ring of Honor. But it was time for me to move on. Right now, as of right now, I'm currently a free agent, and I don't think I could pick a better time in the history of pro wrestling to be a free agent on the independent market. So it's really an exciting time.
Tell us a bit about just coming in here on WrestleMania Weekend, teaming with a guy like Michael Elgin, also coming over to Evolve, and working with two talents in Tracy Williams and Fred Yehai, and just some of the differences, whether it be the locker room and just being in front of maybe a bit of a different audience, that some familiar with you, others seeing you for the first time.
It's just like you said, sometimes it's better to wrestle for me in front of crowds that aren't familiar with me, because then I get to showcase some of the stuff that they haven't seen before. It's always exciting to hear like first-time reactions from crowds. So I mean, the locker room here has been great. The talent is tremendous. The cards are nice and tight, and everything seems to flow properly and make sense. It's really exciting to be a part of. I mean, I can't get enough of being around these guys. Almost all of them I'm familiar with in the first place, but even the guys I'm meeting for the first time have been welcoming me with open arms. So it's a really fun time for everyone involved, especially me.
I'm curious as well, for a guy like you that just has such a unique style with your size and what you can do, it's truly remarkable. And I'm wondering if along the way, if you ever got advice from different people that felt because of your size, you shouldn't be going that direction, and how you've balanced that, because it's not traditional for someone your size to be doing what you do, which is one of the things that is separating you from the pack.
Yeah, early on, I got a lot of that, especially. I was probably bigger earlier on. I only started wrestling like 4 years ago, and the first thing everybody told me was protect your size, wrestle your size, everything like that. So it's been a balance of that. The more I've kind of progressed in wrestling, the more I've inserted things. To me, I was trained in a fashion where psychology is of utmost importance. So even though I do flips and athletic things and stuff like that, I try to make the most sense as possible. I try to save it so it means more at specific times. I think a lot of the traditionalists have kind of soften their stance on me a little bit because of the fashion that I wrestle and the amount of selling that I put into everything. I mean, nowadays I hear much more than anything else that I'm selling too much. So I think people can can appreciate the fact that, you know, if I'm gonna do some high flying things, at least I'm doing my best to put over everybody in the match while doing so. So there's not you know, there's always going to be you know, people who have differing opinions, but at the heart of it, I like to consider myself almost a traditionalist and a less is more kind of guy. But if I can use a platform to showcase my athleticism, I like to do so as well.
Last thing, as a free agent now, what are some of those immediate things on the bucket list that now are possible for you? Is there anything that you've got set forth in the next couple of months that you can shed any light on for the audience?
It's hard to say. I mean, as of right now, my schedule's pretty solid. It's a really exciting April for me coming up. So as of right now, that's what I'm focusing on. Anything past that is too unclear at this point to kind of determine what I'm going to be doing or how I'm going to be doing it.
It's going to open up all the speculation now.
The speculation's been open for a while, but I mean, it's an exciting time for me, and you know, hopefully I've got some exciting opportunities for me on the horizon.
You're a tremendous performer to watch, Donovan, and thank you so much for this time. We really appreciate it, and all the best throughout WrestleMania weekend.
Thank you for having me.